Now, back to Miller on Sports, the show that proves everything else is just talk. Brought to you by the law offices of Ron Scholes.
We continue hour number 2 for Miller on Sports on this Wednesday afternoon. Good friend of the show, Christian Laettner, college basketball legend. He joins us. Last Thursday, he was named the assistant coach for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. He's Christian Laettner. Christian, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.
No problem, Richard. Happy to be on. I haven't been to Jacksonville in a week.
Wow.
I've been really busy. I've been to Sioux Falls, and now I'm in McAllen, Texas. I don't know if you know where that is.
I do not.
It's the southernmost city in Texas, right near the Mexican border.
Interesting. Very nice. So you were named as the assistant coach for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants in the NBA Developmental League, for those that don't know. Christian, why the Mad Ants?
Because it was a very quick-hitting opportunity for me to get in the D-League and start getting some experience under my belt in terms of coaching and working with some really big-time players who are trying to make that next step up to the NBA.
Now, what have you learned so far from these Mad Ants players? Because you've been with the team since Friday, correct?
Yeah, I met up with them on Thursday night in Sioux Falls. We played Friday and lost, and then we played Saturday and won. And we have a game tonight against Rio Grande Valley. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a whirlwind. And, these guys are great players, and they're just waiting to get called up. The NBA's, a crunched season this year, 60 games in a very short period of time. So people are going down with injuries, and people are, taking some games off because they're old and they're playing too many games. So a lot of D-League guys have a chance to get called up this year, and it's a lot of fun working with them because they're hungry and they're very, very good players.
Now, Christian, are there any names on this Fort Wayne team that we should pay attention to? Because I know you're working with the big man and really just the whole team in general, but are there some names that we should be paying attention to right now?
There's a kid named Darnell Lazare. He played at LSU, and he's one of our better players. And then there's another kid named Gilbert Brown who played at Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And he's only 23 years old, and he has a lot of potential also.
Very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing those guys play. He's Christian Laettner, college basketball legend, current assistant coach for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Now, Christian, are you working on a one-year deal with this team, or what is your contract like?
Right now, it's just through the end of this season. Their season's over like April 7th.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll make the playoffs, so the season will go on a little longer for us. Right now, we're a few games under 500, but we're looking to turn it around and go on a little run here. If we can go on a little 6-2 run or 7 wins and 2-loss run, we'll get back up near 500. And hopefully we'll continue to improve and be a much better team, in a month.
Now, Christian, is the eventual coaching goal for you, is it college basketball and being a head coach, or is it the NBA?
Well, right now it's wherever. I'm not really looking that too far in the future.
Yeah.
Taking one day at a time, and I'm just trying to, like I said, get some experience, get some games under my belt where I'm an assistant coach, and the main thing I'm trying to do more than look forward is just help these guys on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. So, Christian, does that mean you're still going to be involved with your Christian Laettner Basketball Academy, or is that kind of on the back burner right now?
It's on the back burner for right now, but, as soon as I come home in the summer, I'm planning on taking it off the back burner and putting it on the front burner and working with kids again in Jacksonville.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, people remember you with the Jacksonville Giants, the local ABA team this year. You played a few games with them. What will be your fondest memory as a Jacksonville Giant?
My fondest memory, of course, will be the Curry Todd shot that I was involved in my first game. Besides that, it's being around your mother at all the games. It's a lot of fun to be around. She takes a lot of pictures and posts them on the Facebook page and the website, and I just had a great time, a wonderful experience being involved with the Giants and with your mother and your father.
Well, thank you so much, Christian. I know that will mean a lot to them. He's Christian Laettner, college basketball legend, named last Thursday as the assistant coach for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Christian, what's it like being back on the bus? Are you enjoying the traveling of basketball again?
Man, it's awesome. I love it. It's really hard being away from my family and my children and my wife, but at the same time, it's a great feeling to be on the court, teaching the game, learning the game a little bit more. You know, the travel schedule is a little crazy right now. Like I said, I've been to Sioux Falls, back to Fort Wayne. Now I'm down in southern Texas. So it's been a little bit of a crazy whirlwind. But we do go home on Sunday, and I get like a 2-week stand at home. So I'll be able to settle down a little bit in Fort Wayne on Sunday.
Well, good deal. Now, I know there are a number of Giants fans out there. They've asked, is there any interest that you have possibly bringing up some Giants players to the D-League?
Well, I don't know about that. I have mentioned to our owner and our GM that we have, that I worked with some really good players for the Giants, and they haven't necessarily looked at the Giants team yet in the ABA, but I will drop some names. As I get a little more comfortable with them and they start trusting my word a little bit more. So that might happen, but right now it's not. Right now we're just worried about the guys on our team. Since I joined the team on Thursday, 2 guys have left and two more new guys have come in. So there's a lot of turnover in the D League. Sometimes you're losing players and getting players back. So it's really hard just to stick with all the transition and the turnover. But the main thing is that we always got good players on the team. Right now we got 10 guys on the team. 3 days ago we only had 8 guys. So it's constantly changing, and it's very challenging to stay abreast of all the changes. But once we play the game and get on the court, it's very easy because all you got to do is tell these guys something once or twice and they do it.
Good deal. He's Christian Laettner, college basketball legend, having a lot of fun on this Wednesday afternoon. And I'm sure, Christian, you don't want to talk really about the Duke Blue Devils losing on Saturday to Florida State by that three-pointer. But when you played there, Cameron Indoor, has it always been that crazy?
Well, of course. That's why they call them the Cameron Crazies. And I have no problem talking about when Duke gets beat because Duke is always a very, very good team. The ACC is always an outstanding conference with outstanding play from every team, Florida State, Clemson, Virginia, and even Duke can be beaten on any given night, on their home court. But the fact is it was a great game played by Duke and a great game played by Florida State. And it just happened out that they took the last shot of the game and they nailed it. So it was an outstanding game to watch. Very exciting.
And Christian, from your basketball point of view, your coaching mind, what happened there? Luke Locks dribbled the ball up court, got it to Michael Snare. Was that a breakdown on Duke's defense?
Well, you can be critical of it and say it was a breakdown, but more than anything, it's just an unbelievable sense of urgency and everyone's scrambling around.
Right.
And Florida State made a great play. Duke's dribbled it up, made the defense commit to him, and he made a great play with a pass ahead, and he passed ahead, and the guy who hit the shot was standing right in front of his bench. So they're all yelling, bury it, and he did. And it was just a great basketball play.
So, Christian, you're getting more and more big time. Now you're with the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Are you still going to have time come March Madness to join Miller on Sports and talk some college b-ball?
Of course. I'm never too big time to reconnect with my old friends and the people that helped me out in Jacksonville. Anytime, Richard.
Excellent. He's Christian Laettner, college basketball legend, joining Miller on Sports. Right now, he's the assistant coach with the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Christian, best of luck with everything you're doing, and hopefully we'll get to talk again very soon.
Thank you, Richard. Stay in touch.
All right, definitely. He's Christian Laettner. Good stuff. Last Thursday being named officially as the assistant coach for the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. You can check out his basketball academy. He said it'll start back up come this summer. It's LaettnerBball.com. You can check it out on Facebook as well at Christian Laettner Basketball Academy. Cool stuff. I'm so happy for Christian. He definitely deserves it. And I tell people this all the time. Christian Laettner, at least in my opinion, through my personal experiences, best basketball mind I've ever encountered. There's just nobody close. He runs through plays, he talks about certain things, and I'm in awe of the knowledge that he has for the game of basketball. So much fun. Christian Laettner joining us on this Wednesday afternoon. Hour number 2 for Miller on Sports. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can find me, Miller on Sports. Also, my blog, I've started a new little thing. It's the morning Miller on Sports. So it's kind of a new thing. You can check it out. It's also on First Coast News, which is kind of neat. That's a little fun. More of the show after this. Hour number 2 wrapping up on a Wednesday afternoon. It's AM 1600. WZNZ.